this is PdubTV, and this is our first news segment.
Our first topic is PW Boys Basketball with John Schaefer.
There are many great things accomplished athletically in PW schools. The boys basketball team had a great season this year. Let's see what the players thought about it.
My favorite part of this season was probably our playoff run. We had a lot of good games in there, a couple big wins, and it was really fun. I think next year's season will be pretty solid. I mean, we have 2 starters coming back. Grady's a very good basketball player. He'll be very good next year. We got a few sophomores that were up last year on varsity, so they'll be good next year, and I think we'll be overall pretty good.
I'm pretty happy with how it went. You know, we weren't supposed to even make it out of regionals, but we somehow did, and we advanced to quarterfinals, so I'd say that's a success even though we didn't make it to the Breslin.
I like hooping with Grady because, you know, he's going to be a special asset to PW basketball for the next 3 years, so just getting him started and showing him the path that he needs to work his way up to is pretty big. My favorite part of the season was probably hitting the game winner versus Calvin Christian for the 2nd year in a row.
What do you think about Chad being the future of the PW basketball team?
I don't know. I mean, he's pretty dang good. He's already almost better than I am, so I think they're sitting in good hands with Chad.
The boys have had a great season this year and are excited for the next season. Our second news topic is ChatGPT with Nick.
Today we will be discussing the latest breakthrough in artificial intelligence technology. Specifically, we will be focusing on ChatGPT, a cutting-edge language model developed by OpenAI that has been making waves in the AI community. There have been over 1 billion visits to the site, with about 25 million visits each day. This segment is also sponsored by ChatGPT, which is why I had it write me this intro. Now we have here with us Mrs. Adams, a teacher here at PW, to talk more on the subject of ChatGPT.
It sounds like something connected to like the internet or something. I mean, I know that there are like these resources out there, and when you say, now that you say that, I've heard of this. I just know that's what it was called. I just think you're not taking advantage of an opportunity, and that's the thing that I think frustrates me the most. I understand that I think finding shortcuts and finding easier ways to do things is a great skill to have, but also making sure that you're taking the opportunity to learn how to do something is also important. And this is the chance to do that when the failure isn't as devastating as it can be kind of in the real life. So, that's what more disappoints me, is that I'm going to be much more understanding and working with somebody if they are making a genuine effort than if they're trying to just take the shortcut around to do something. So, it's just frustrating and disappointing when I see that come out of students.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, certainly. I think that any kind of technology, it's great. It's how it's used, and it has to be used in a responsible way that doesn't bring about a detriment to kind of the learning process, because we still have to become educated individuals, and you still have to have that kind of innate ability to do things, because sometimes those opportunities aren't always going to be there. So, I think that I think it could be a really good tool for coming up with examples of things, because sometimes you do run out of examples, so maybe using it to generate other ways you can kind of demonstrate something, that might be a good use for it. But I'm sure that's not exactly how students are using it. Right now, hopefully they're just using it for fun, but I'm sure there are some that are not.
ChatGPT is clearly changing the world in many ways.
Oh, that was really good.
Our third topic is the 3 rounds of cheer with Jade.
In Michigan, high school competitive cheer is different from other states. Let's talk about all 3 rounds and how they are different.
So round 1, round 2, and round 3, there's 3 different rounds. The first round is all motions, jumps, lots of choreography with the motions, and then different levels of formation changes. Mm-hmm. Round 2 is all tumbling. Everybody has to be the exact same.
Only 6 girls.
Yep.
For every Division 4 team, 6 girls all doing the same thing with 4 different skills.
Yep. And then
tumbling skills.
Yep. Round 3 has to have the same number of people in it that was in round 1. You can have as many as up to 16. And that is the stunting round, where we're throwing flyers in the air, lots of tumbling, lots of choreography changes too.
We need to have like a certain number of libs, tucks, so we have to make sure all that's in there in addition to all of the fun things that we do. So
yes, transitions, minimum requirements for like twisting and point.
We do the words for the rounds. right after we're done with each year, like right after state finals, our heads are spinning. So usually we start the words the day after, and just throw ideas around off each other, and then slowly put it together over the next several months. So it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, sometimes we come up with like a small theme like that we had taken from the year before, or maybe from another team that we had kind of heard that we liked, and then we sort of change it to make it our own. Sometimes we go back to like old years, when like years and years ago when we were on the team, or when Stacey's on the team, and we think of different things that we can choreograph together or make the words kind of to make it our own each year. So
we try to really ignite a fire with those words when we tell the girls what they are, what the themes are, and we want it to really just help them perform well because of what they're saying and what it means. The most difficult, getting 6 girls to be at the same skill level is hard to do. Round 3 is just fun. I mean, the girls have such a fun time with it. They get to do different stunts, tumbling passes, all that stuff. It's just a combination of all the things they love to do.
It's also fun to watch the crowd's reaction to what we choreographed and what our girls can show off. So it is more fun for us during that year. Also become the most nerve-wracking because we know you have given all of your control to them, trusting in them, knowing that they can do it, but also
It's the last round that seals the fate of where you land. So a lot of pressure.
What is the hardest round to choreograph?
I would definitely say round 1.
I was gonna say round 3.
So obviously it varies, but round 1 with all of the different like motions that we have to do and making sure everything looks good.
I think that's the hardest to teach. It's hard to teach round 1 because so many girls are doing different things. So when we teach it just through the team, it's like 5 different people. So I need to teach 5 different people different things to do.
Yeah.
And I'm, we're just 2 people. So,
but then round 3 is definitely hard because of the minimum amount of points, plus getting like 6 twists in, and if you don't have that many, or tucks or tumbling, you don't have those skills.
Timing, stunts, like 2 groups.
You have to be able to make sure you have the girls that get the skills and then perform them well and have the minimum requirements. So 1 and 3.
Thanks, Jade. I didn't realize that there were 3 rounds of cheer.
Is there anything else?
I think that's it.
Mine are blank.
Yep, mine are too. This is PdubTV signing off.